Everyone. We will open up the Committee of Conference hearing on Senate Bill 302. I want to welcome the House members and
Thank you.
my fellow senators. So the original bill was one we put in dealing with background checks on solid waste management facility owners. And there's been a couple of amendments that the House put on, one which was House Bill 616 dealing with an animal cruelty change, and there was solid waste site evaluation committee language added as well that was in House Bill 2. I'll just start right off. House Bill 616, we're not going to be able to support that language. I realize it's an important bill, and I don't have the support for it on the Senate side, but what I will promise you on the House side is that next year I will bring that language in an amended form that I have been working on, and we'll have the discussion as a standalone bill again next year. So,
And may I say, Senator, we have an amendment, thank you, to Representative Comtois, making some pretty important changes to the language which you had submitted or had planned to submit for HB 616. And if you would give Representative Comtois a moment to explain what those changes are, hopefully you would reconsider including that in this bill.
I'm certainly happy to give the representative a chance to speak about it, but I will tell you this is going to be a hard position from the Senate. We're not going to accept language dealing with this topic in 302. But Representative, if you'd like to make your case, you're welcome to.
Thank you, Senator. We took some of the changes that were discussed and changed a lot of languages based on discussions that we had and non-amendment. But I think the real sticking point on one of the items was on page 2, section 8, where it talked about donations and not being able to collect donations on confiscated animals. And that section has been taken out and replaced with, and I'll just read it to you, the name and address of the owner shall not be publicized until the case is adjudicated. Any donations raised using the stories or likeness of the animals in protective custody shall be used only to offset the cost of care of such animals. So it takes away where there can, the fundraising part of that. And I think that was a huge sticking point for a lot of people. And in discussions with other parties, we felt that that was not the where we should, rest our laurels, and felt that this was a great change because it protects people that are innocent until proven guilty and also allows for fundraising at the same time.
Well, Representative, I thank you for your work. I appreciate it, and I think this is going to be a conversation we'll have next year in another bill. But again, the Senate is not going to accept this language on this topic in Senate Bill 302. So that is going to have to come out for us to proceed forward.
Okay, and our united position is that if that is not included in this, then we would not concur with this.
All right. Well, then we can let the whole bill go if that's where you're at, because we're not going to accept this in it this year.
All right.
All right. Very good. Thank you. And with that, we will close the hearing.